There are so many hotels and resorts in Boracay and it's so hard to choose. So I'm doing this review to hopefully narrow down your choices. Also, stay tuned because I'm going to discuss hotel rates and the good and the bad experiences we've had in HENANN Garden Resort. So watch till the end. I have never heard of HENANN Garden Resort. What I know is the beautiful pictures I saw on Priceline and their excellent rating. So I made a booking for 4 nights and 5 days. But when the hotel shuttle drove into the front of the hotel, this is what I saw. And I was so disappointed. I wasn't expecting this with their rating. But I gotta live with the choices I made, right? So let's walk into the hotel where I will be staying for the next 5 days. A big and airy lobby welcomed me. To the right is the check-in front desk, and the staff who checked me in were very polite, courteous. They're very good. Look at the ceiling. Those are beautiful Capiz lights. The lobby looks very clean. And even if there was no air conditioning, it was very comfortable because there were 2 wide open doors at both ends. This is the walkway going to the inside of the resort. And this is the staircase going to the rooms upstairs. So let's proceed and see what's out here. The outdoor path is surrounded by lush greens. It's really beautiful. As you can see, I'm beginning to change my first impression here. As I walk along the path, I saw that there's a swimming pool right next to the hotel rooms on the ground floor. It's the same on the other side. There's also a pool right next to the ground floor rooms. This is the kind of room that we booked. It's called the Grand Room with direct pool access. As you can see, the hotel rooms on the 2nd and 3rd floor has a full view of the swimming pool because it stretches through the entire length of the building. So as I continue walking this path, I see many cabanas looking like this. These cabanas can be used by anyone using the pool, and they're also used by people who get their massage service from the hotel. The cabanas shelter people like me who don't want to bake under the sun. Those 2 end unit rooms, that's where we stayed. It's right next to the most photographed spot in the resort because of the hotel's name, and there's usually waterfalls running through it, which begins at 9 in the morning. You can still see the beach towels we were drying outside, and the endmost unit is where my mom stayed. This is the view from our hotel rooms. And this is the view of the HENANN wall sign from the walkway. This is the other side of the building that has its own pool as well. And this is the pool bar, which is really just a few steps from our room. So it's very convenient. On one end of the pool bar is a staircase leading to the bar's rooftop. And the rooftop gives you a 360-degree view of the resort hotel from a higher vantage point. Look at the sparkling blue water. It is so inviting. It looks like you have everything you need right here, that you don't even need to go to the beach. There's a bridge that crosses the pool to go to the other side of the hotel building. We met relatives of a friend who was celebrating her birthday at the pool bar. What a small world. So we all greeted her a happy birthday. HENANN Garden's pool bar has the friendliest bartenders. And they also serve the best mango shake, believe me. And now let's cross that bridge. That's the pool bar and the rooftop where I came from. And this is how the ground floor rooms look like, those that have no direct pool access. Not bad, right? They're still right next to the pool. Now let's go back to the other side. The hotel booking comes with a daily buffet breakfast at the Garden Cafe. It's a huge, open, and spacious dining hall. They serve a wide variety of food in generous amounts. Guests have a choice to have breakfast from 6 to 8 or from 8 to 10 in the morning. This is the beautiful view that you'll see from the Garden Cafe. And remember that street with a puddle of water at the hotel entrance? That's the street that goes to the beach. But you don't really need to take that road because they've created a back way to the beach right here. Now it's time for our afternoon massage. Guests have a choice of having it done in the room. You see my mom wading in the pool water there. Or having it done in the cabana, which is 200 pesos less. And we prefer to have it in the cabana where we hear the sound of the pool water. And there's this breeze that makes us fall asleep. The life! The inside of the room look exactly like the pictures. I really love the rooms we got because of the direct pool access. We got the end units, and the rooms are right next to each other. The pool water is always warm any time of the day and night. They give such good service, hotel staff would see us and offer to change our wet towels. When we are tired swimming, we would just sit by the veranda and go people watching. Clearly, we had such a great and relaxing stay at the HENANN Garden Resort. So let's talk about rates. We booked our hotel on Priceline, but I can already tell you that it'll be cheaper for you if you go directly to henann.com, the official HENANN Resorts website. Of course, room rates vary depending on the type of room and depending on the season, but we overpaid by around 487 pesos or around $9 because we got ours from Priceline. So if we book the room that we got and we book it from May 30 to June 3, the rate would be 6,623 per night, and that's for 2 persons. The maximum occupancy is 3, and for every third person, the additional rate is 1,232 pesos, regardless of the room. So the total for the night would be 7,855 pesos. Now, if you're not a family and you're splitting this rate between 3 people, the room rate per person per night would be 2,618 pesos or around $50 a night. And I think this is such a great rate considering the type of accommodation, their service, their warm hospitality, and the daily breakfast buffet. That is so good. So let's talk about the things that I like about HENANN Garden Resort. First, I like it because it is not beachfront. You see, a lot of people would like beachfront hotels, but HENANN Garden Resort is not really a far walk from the beach. It's just right behind another HENANN hotel property. So there's less foot traffic. What happens with beachfront hotels in Boracay, there's so many people who are walking in front and at the side of the hotel. With us, if you want to get away from the crowd, we go back to HENANN Garden and we have our own resort over there. Another thing that I like, the hotel staff. They are so good. You know, they're very Filipino. They're warm and hospitable. They're respectful, courteous, and they're just there, always willing to help. It's just so nice to be in a resort where you're surrounded by very good staff. I also like their massage service. You know, it's very reasonable. It's 400 if it's in the cabana, and if it's inside your room, it's 600 pesos. If you convert that to dollars, that's $8 and $12. That's really reasonable. That's even cheaper than the massage services being offered at the beach. Their buffet breakfast, I think, is the best. During our stay, we chose to have our breakfast anytime from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. So we would go there at around 9 in the morning, and that's really brunch. So we don't have to eat lunch anymore because we'd be so full still by 12 or 1 p.m. Check out other YouTube videos about HENANN Garden Resort's breakfast buffet. There is just so much variety and it is so generous. They never run out. And even if it's buffet, there are staff going around serving coffee and hot chocolate and fruit juices and water and refilling them all the time. Also, I must say that for me and for my son, HENANN Garden Resort's mango shake is by far the best. We have tried the mango shake of Joni's, of Jonas, and all the other fruit shake stalls around the beach, and HENANN Garden Resorts is the best fruit shake of all. I also love the cleanliness of the place, and the pools, they're always sparkling blue. Okay, so let's talk about those things that were a little disappointing for me. So we got 2 rooms, and both were supposed to have a queen bed and a twin bed. So the room that we got only had a queen bed. So I had to call and ask for them to set up the twin bed. So that's it. That was just kind of inconvenient because instead of us going inside the room and relaxing, then I had to call the front desk and the housekeeping, who immediately sent someone to set up the twin bed. Another thing, although the buffet breakfast is great, there is a line going in. That's why they make us choose between the 6 a.m. to the 8 a.m. time slot for breakfast or the 8 a.m. to 10. But even if they have 2 schedules for breakfast, there is still a line going inside the garden cafe. So we are a party of 6. So they're always checking their room number and how many people are supposed to be in that room. So on our 3rd day, when they checked, they told us that there's only 5 of us recorded. not 6. So they wouldn't give us a table for 6. They only would give us a table for 5. So after breakfast, I went to the front office and complained, and they corrected it. So it didn't happen again on our 4th and 5th morning. And lastly, that puddle of water fronting their hotel, that's really disappointing. But of course, that's not their fault. It is the township's fault that they didn't pave that sidewalk very well. But you know, it makes for a bad first impression. And that is it. Overall, I am very happy with my experience with this hotel. And if I'm going back to Boracay, I would definitely book with HENANN Garden Resort again. Thank you for watching till the end, and I hope to see you in my next video. Peace!